Well, here we are again. Another day. Dang, is it Friday? God, it's Friday, isn't it? What's up, Puffy Mummy? Christopher Hall. Hello again, my friend. Man, this week has gone way too fast. It has gone way too fast. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but TGIF, yeah, man. I like I don't no, it's not Friday. Oh well, you're on the other side of the world, aren't you? Isn't it Saturday for you already, dear mid? It's nice to see you, buddy. Hey bud, we need to talk on Discord, bro. I need to get some information from you. Want to do a couple of other lives on some other things, but of course gotta talk to you first. Um, Dude, man, this has probably been one of the most tiring weeks that I've had since I came to Oklahoma, man. Just tired, man. Work has been nonstop. Things have been moving at fast pace. I feel like I feel like everything that I'm doing is just happening at a speed that I can't keep up with, and then everybody else is like just on a different planet right now. Like I feel like I'm missing out on something, although I shouldn't. Although I shouldn't, but it still feels that way. It feels that way when you're into your job and stuff. Like you feel like, man, like I'm separated from like the people that I've been hanging out with and stuff. So you start thinking about like, man, like wish I had some time to hang out. So that's what I came here to do. I came here to just kind of hang out, just kind of like rehash some things, see what's going on, anything new that I've missed. That Wally stream yesterday was interesting, all that Kimmy stuff. Although I had it wrong. I was telling everybody prior that it was gonna be new Wrangler stuff, but I kept saying Wrangler, but it turns out it was a Kimmy. It was information on Kimmy. So anybody who went over there to Wally's thing looking for new Wrangler stuff, forgive me. That was my fault for saying Wrangler. I thought it was Wrangler. Turns out it was Kimmy that he was talking about, which is fine. I mean, it was informative. I mean, it was cool. I thought it was interesting information on her, and also I always think it's interesting how Wally breaks down how he looks up things, on the internet. Now it's not outside any, like it not, and I'm not, like not even like trying to even say that Wally's on a whole different level. Obviously, he did that professionally. He was taught to do it, military style. He's the best at trying to find shit, and I'm sure he can find what kind of wet dreams I had when I was fucking 15 years old. I'm sure he could do that. Of course, like in those types of things, you got to have some sort of boundaries and stuff like that. You got to know what you can and can't look up. So I am. Wally was correct when he said that. What? I don't know what that means. All right. Well, I'm like I'm lost. You're losing me. You're losing me, dear man. You're losing me. I don't know what you mean. Um, but where's that? But yeah, like I said, Wally is an interesting guy. So I think that he could pick up information on a lot of people. Like if he wanted to. So I wouldn't mess with him. So I would heed that warning, Kimmy. If you're listening or if you're been watching this stuff or whatever, I would heed that warning. I mean, the way he looks up things. Now, like what I was saying is that, like, in a very oh, okay. I got you, dear man. I got you. in a way, like the way I see it is like some of the stuff that he talks about is not outside the way we could probably do our own research on things. You know what I mean? Like when you see like the way he does it by checking somebody's Facebook or like going to different like pages that people might open up. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I know a couple of people that I can track down easily just by tracking down a couple of links of their like old pages and stuff like that. Because these people, like, well, I mean, and they're not, like, it's not like they're bad or anything, like, of course, people that are bad are gonna do bad things, they're gonna do nefarious things. So, like, if somebody's like legit and just like a regular person online, of course, they're not gonna really like, do all kinds of craziness to try to hide themselves or whatever. But this person that I know is like, well, kind of like an influencer, not a big one, kind of semi, like in the middle, you know what I mean? Like got a couple of, the in the I think in the 50K, subscriber mark in like Instagram, and it's got some followers on some other like, like live apps or whatever. And they have a LinkedIn or whatever. And it's like, if you ever wanted to find that person, like you just go to their LinkedIn and you get everything, right? You get their old Instagram, their old Facebook, stuff like that. It's crazy. And so like you could do that with several people, like that, just like, kind of like do that little, crazy thing. Now those little crazy ink blot things that he does or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Like if you can graph it out or whatever. But man, what are you gonna do, right? We're not gonna do all that either. I don't know. I tend to believe that like if you started the internet for the time of MySpace and all that shit and everything, that you're gonna have a track. You know what I mean? You be tracking. You're gonna track all the way to you're gonna track to MySpace times. Like I think the footprint of people, like on the internet is like really, really long now. Of course, MySpace got rid of a lot of pages. I wish that would have never happened. I wish I would have been able to like hold out on the MySpace page, because I think there was a shit ton of pictures that I had there that I wish I could share now. But oh well, that stuff is in the past. Anyways, so I really didn't have anything planned. I just wanted to come on and see what was going on. Like I thought maybe SV would be live. Maybe he'll be live in a few here. I'm not sure. I mean, we could check on Kaiser. I don't know if he's doing anything. What the fuck is Bebo? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what the Bebo? Bebo? Is that app with that little dinosaur? I think I fucking I had, I'm not even sure, like like the one that I used to use, the live app that I used to use a lot was what the heck was it called? It wasn't Bebo, it was another one. Oh, LiveMe. LiveMe was the one that I used to use a lot. I used to use LiveMe a lot. But it wasn't really so much yeah, the funny thing is that with things like LiveMe or like Bebo and stuff, yeah, you could and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's that what's up, Christopher? I believe that Bebo app is that one with the dinosaur, if I'm not mistaken, because I never really used it. I used LiveMe a lot, and LiveMe but it was more of a social thing than it was like like these kind of lives or whatever, because it's like LiveMe was like kind of more or less just like hanging out with people but doing live chats, like really that's what it was. I mean, yeah, some people took it to the extreme, or whatever, try to do things with it. I don't know. I rarely used it for anything else but to talk to people. So yeah, LiveMe was my thing. Bebo, I don't think I ever used Bebo. I maybe if I did, it was for a very, very short period amount of time. Maybe like not even for like a week or something. I think maybe I tried to see what it was about because I used to do LiveMe a lot. So I think maybe I just probably checked it out. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if I had it for more than a week. I think I don't think so though. But yeah, those apps used to be fun. I mean, those apps used to be fun before IG got all like doing IG started doing its live thing. I think IG trumped all those other apps because once IG started doing the live streaming, and then of course you had people who would do it on Twitter and everything. All those other apps got shoved to the side. Although I will say YouTube doing the stupid little heart thing on the side. I know that's copying off of those live apps. And Instagram didn't even start off with that. Instagram didn't start off with that little heart thing on the side. It was those live apps. And I think they're all about engagement. So like if people hit the hearts or the likes or the laughs or all that stuff or whatever, it's just a way of like keeping you up, because like in those things had like a thing where it's like if people hit those likes or whatever, they would put you on a featured page, so you would be more popular that way. That's kind of what that little thing worked, the little button on the side worked. That people on YouTube don't know that. Most people on YouTube don't know that. So it's rare when you see people even hitting that button. I don't even know why it's there. Like, it's a waste of time. It really is. It's like all it does is block people's chat, and it gets frustrating to people. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, but hold up. So I don't know what's going on in YouTube right now, man. I don't know what you guys. Anybody been seeing anything? Let's see here. Let's get into the YouTubes. See what's going on. Let me see here. Okay. Who put Friday Wranglers Explode? Mm-hmm. You should be. So what do we have? What do we have here? What do we have here? Jesus, this guy, man, this guy's obsessed with Chris and Tiffany, and then he says we're obsessed with him. We're not obsessed with you, bro. We're about as obsessed with you as you are with Chris and Tiffany. Complete video. Wait. Oh, you know what I should check? I'll tell you what, guys, what I should check. Let me check the community post real quick. Well. And look at here. You know what? I don't know if you guys remember last night. Oh shit, are you serious? No fucking way. You're bullshitting. You're fucking bullshitting, dear man. Don't fucking lie. Don't fucking lie. You're fucking lying. Hold up. Shut the fuck up. You're fucking lying, dear me. Trigger Limey did not overdose. Get the fuck out of here. Hang on. I swear to God, dear man, if you put me on a fucking track to look for Trigger Limey and he didn't fucking overdose, I'm gonna be so not upset with you. Just kind of laugh. But let me fucking see this shit, dude. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, Limey's in a coma and needs your prayers? Is that what's going on here? Let's see what the fuck this is about. Oh, in 12 days? What the fuck? They know he's going to come out of a coma in 12 days or what? What do you mean 12 days? Wait, but why would they schedule like? Do they know he's going to come out of a coma in 12 days or something? How do they know he's going to come out of a coma? Wait, what does that mean? What the fuck? So do they know why he was? Do they know why? Let me see what these chats say right here. Hold up. Get some info right here. Let me see if I can dig in some info right here. Let's see what's going on. What the fuck? This is strange. Dismiss pin message. Okay. Not a grift. In a coma. No one knows what to expect. He is being kept alive by life support right now. Not responsive. Okay. How do they know? Yo, it's a long story. I bet it is. Wait a minute. Hold up. So who knows that he's in a coma. Wait the fuck. Wait a minute. Like, hold up, hold up. This is what? This is okay. This is something to come to. No, I don't think anyone here is thinking about a grift. We are just worried about him and hope he is getting better. Fuck off to anyone who thinks different. Okay, but wait, how do you know? What I want to know is how do they know that he's in a coma? Like he lives in another country, right? Am I not mistaken on that? Irish Demon was the one who put this thing there. In contact, who's in contact with the family? Chris, not right now, bro. Definitely not right now. we'll I told you, bro. Hit me up on email. Hit me up on my email. Go to my channel page description. You'll see my email there. Hit me up on my email. Like that, we can have a private conversation and meet up privately. I don't. There are people who would like to catch us meeting each other. So I'd rather you email me and we could do it in the email. All right, buddy. Go to my description. My email is there. You can send me an email there. I promise you I'll answer it. I'm good with that. Um so Irish Demon is in contact with the family. Okay, so but isn't Triggered Limey in shit? I'm guessing what I'm guessing he took a bunch of pills and they've put him in induced coma. His community post the other day pretty much read like that. Nope, he stopped breathing. They did CPR and got the pulse. He's on the ventilator. Just pray. Wait, but wait a minute. Wait, why did he stop breathing? Why would he stop breathing? Wait a minute. Hey, what's up, Conspiracy Music? What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. I'm over here trying to suss out this Triggered Limey situation because I'm baffled. Okay, I'm truly baffled. He's got a live that is posted to happen in 12 days. Why? Like, why would he have a live posted up for 12 days? Like, who has a live posted for 12 days when you're in a coma? It just seems odd to me. And reading this, it's like some people know that he overdosed. What's going on here? Because they did CPR. Why did they do CPR? Why would they need to do CPR? Nobody just passes out. Did he have a heart attack or what the fuck? Is it an overdose or is it a heart attack? I assume at this point it's just waiting for things to change. Well, yeah, you're in a coma. Yeah, I'll keep the tab open till there are some good news. Then I don't know what else to say, but get well soon, Limey. I just got home from work and listened to Irish Demon. I'm so sad. Sending positive thoughts. Much love, bud. You got this. Just heard about this. My thoughts and prayers. It might not be much, but I shared the stream on my community tab. I hope it pulls through. It won't be the same otherwise. Oh, what? Hold on, Adam. You have a million friends and some who considered you family, waiting to see your face and voice again. Okay, Limey. Hope you are okay, bro. Me and my family will always pray. Huh? I'm trying to get information here. Okay. Well, I guess Irish Demon is the one with the first. I gotta see this community post too, because it's like, okay, what's happening here, right? Let's see this community post that they say sounds like he was overdosing on pills. That would be a good indication of what the hell is going on, right? Okay, so let's go to the community post. Man, what happened? Okay, yeah. Okay. So this we're at the community. I just want to say goodbye to all of you beautiful bastards. It's been a wonderful experience on YouTube and genuine pleasure to get to know you all. Love y'all. Well, I mean that doesn't look good. That was 5 days ago. That doesn't look like a good sign at all. That does not like the hey Nomad. Wow, that does not like that. That's not a good sign. That doesn't seem like a cry for help. It looks like a genuine goodbye. And judging by other suicide attempts that I've seen myself, and yeah, I know YouTube gods don't like the word suicide, but it's real. Judging by by attempts of suicide that I've seen in my life, this looks bad. This looks real bad. Wow. Wow. That is ooh, that's rough. Uh I mean if he's in a coma, I mean, yeah, I would say I don't yeah, like to me that kind of confirms it that this is a genuine self-harm, like type of situation. I mean, it's not that, you know, I'm wishing bad or anything, like I hope that he gets out of it. I mean, if he's in a coma, like yeah, that good luck, hopefully he doesn't and he realizes that there's people out there that want him alive. Gosh, that really sucks. That really, really sucks. But yeah, this is that 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 post to me says it all. I don't really need to see much more because I mean I understand that he's had addiction problems. I mean, having a bad back is not cool. Like I've had a bad back before, and stuff like that where, I relied on pills and pills. That's I when I was young, when I was 18, I was trying really hard to be in football because I thought that was my future. And so when I was getting recruited by colleges and I wanted to get recruited, and understand that, like my skill set in football wasn't great because I started football really late in my life. And so I didn't have the type of skill that someone like me should have with the physical ability that I had. So people, oh, thank you. What's up? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Windows? I just found out that somebody from the community that I came from, it turns out it looks like he tried to commit suicide. I don't even know why I want to dance around so I don't care. I'm not monetized. I don't care. He tried to commit suicide, and so uh I was kind of shocked. I didn't know, this guy's been known to be called a grifter and all this other stuff, and like, and it's sad. It sucks because he probably just has always needed help, and he's always been one of those people that like has had trouble and stuff like that, and so things always become unfair because there are people like Michael Kaiser out there that actually do grift and actually do take people for money dishonestly, that people like him can't come out and just say that they have problems and they need help. um I think I think based on the knowledge that he used pills, like that he would do this. I mean, like I said, when I was 18 and I was trying to be, like trying to get into football, I didn't have the skill set that somebody of my size should have because I got into football late. And I was trying really hard to be recruited, and so I overworked myself. I did some weightlifting that I thought was going to help me out. It didn't help me. I ended up hurting my back, and hurting my back wasn't just like, a little hernia. No, I tore a muscle that is very difficult to heal, and so I went for about 2 years of taking prescription medications that would keep me from feeling pain, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good because it immobilized me. I blew up to like 400 pounds. I got really heavy. I was it didn't help me at all. The pills were only numbing the pain. They weren't helping me heal. And I realized that I had to go through pain in order to get out of it. So it took me about a year of going through a lot of extensive therapy and not using those pills as a crutch and trying to get out. Now, I never was addicted to them to the point where I needed them. They just numbed the pain for me. So I can understand how people can get addicted to them because when you're in that much pain where you can't even do basic things like put on your pants, take a shit. And I'm not even trying to be gross here. It's the truth. Like when your back is in so much pain that you can't even take a shit, it's depressing. It really is. It's really fucking depressing because and especially when you're young, because imagine you're 19, 20 years old and you're trying to just go about your life and you see all your friends and everybody just having normal lives, and you're like, fuck, man, like, you know, all I want to do is be able to put on my pants right and take a shower without having to fucking be in all this constant pain. And so it's easy just to get some pills and just get yourself all hopped up on them, right? That's just how it is. So yeah, GMK, they're no good. And like I said, when I was taking them, and I even got a shot of cortisol. I believe that's what it's called. That they gave me once my muscles started healing a little bit more. They gave me a shot of cortisol, and it was the worst thing they could have done because it backtracked me. It backtracked me. All it did was like make me feel like I was strong enough to use my back again, and I did the wrong action, and boom, that was like six months of rehab all over again, because it all it does is give you this false sense of security that, you know, like, okay, well, I'm good. Pain isn't always what you think it is. Pain is indicators. Your body's telling you something's wrong here. And if you just numb it, it's like put it this way. If you ever heard like something like slapping in an old car or anything like that, and I'm not talking about the new, because of course new cars are made different, right? But I'm talking about if you ever had the opportunity to buy any car that was like before the 2000s, and you're driving the car and you hear some banging, you hear some knocking or anything like that, right? If you pretend that you don't hear it and you just keep driving that car, it's just going to keep knocking until the engine blows, right? The same thing with your body, but except that the indicators aren't things that make sounds. They're pain. Pain is that indication that something is wrong. So numbing it is never a good thing. I mean, of course it is if you're fucking like, if your guts are out, right? And you don't want to feel that. But I'm saying, like, you know, when it comes to like pains that are, you know, like internal that your body is telling you about, I'm talking about like when you get pain in your joints, pain in your back and your sides or whatever. Pay attention to it, you know? Yeah, you know, everybody always does this thing. It's like, you know, like, oh, I don't want to go to the doctor, this and that, or like my insurance or whatever. Fuck that shit. Go to the fucking doctor. If you're feeling pain, if you're feeling anything, go to the fucking doctor. But don't think that it all comes down to like, okay, I'm just gonna numb shit. Numbing shit never helps. Like, oh man, it sucks. Joe Biden, you dick. Joey Simpson, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Oh man, dude. Yeah, exactly, Joey. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, like that's you got to pay attention to your body, and that's what I feel like is going on here. Is that like poor Trigger, man? You know, like he I'm sure that he was numbing the pain, and I get it, man. I so get that, because I know those 2 years, you know, like 1920, I'll never forget them. I looked like it. People used to tell me like, man, I thought you were older than what you were, because you were walking around like with canes and like all like hunched over and shit. And I would be like, yeah, because I was in so much pain. But like it took me 2 years of being in pain and taking pills to say, you know what, this is not helping, this is not working. So then what I did was say, you know what, I got to do something else. And it was a physical therapist. It was a couple of people who I knew at the time that were like about fitness and wellness and stuff like that. They grabbed me by my hand and said, we're going to do this together. I'll never forget those people, by the way. That I still know them. They said, you know what, we're gonna exercise, and it's gonna hurt, and we're just gonna go through it. And I did. I went through a year of pain and just trying to just like live like that. You know, it wasn't easy. This was even before I even smoked weed. I didn't even smoke weed at this time. Like, if you guys don't know my story, I was pretty much a straight edge kid until I was like about 25. Like, I never really did anything. I mean, other than drink some alcohol, like on parties and stuff like that, because I wasn't a square either, but I wasn't like, oh, let me drown my sorrows in alcohol or stuff like that. No, I would like fucking have a drink at a party. Now, maybe that was good, maybe that wasn't good. I don't know. I can't fucking tell you. But the hardest drugs that I had up until that point were pills. And so I just said, you know what, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that no more. And I didn't. And I stopped doing it. And I fucking went through all this fucking like, oh, this physical fucking bullshit was horrible, and it was painful, and I I'll never forget all the pain that I fucking went through. That's why every day whenever my back gets tight, or if I fucking remember something that I did when my back pain was really bad, I fucking stop and I reflect on it, because I'm like, I don't want to go through that ever again. And so, and what I'm saying in all of this is that I understand. Yeah, yes, it does, GMK. It does. It really does. It wow. Wow, Joey. It really does. It really does take commitment, and it did. And it was about a year of physical hard commitment to not take any more pills. And when I did take them, because it wasn't always like, by saying that I wasn't taking pills, I wasn't taking them as a crutch. Like, I wasn't taking them every day too. Like, when I did take them, it was when I really, really needed them. When I really, really needed them, and it helped me out because one my liver wasn't doing good because of all of that, and I ended up healing my liver. My kidneys got better. My diet got better. I started losing weight. I mean, I when I was on the pills, and using them as a crutch, I blew up to like about 410, like 410 pounds. I was fat. I was like miserable. And then after doing all the physical therapy and going through everything, I went all the way down to like about I think it was like 325, something like that. But I was a happier person and I felt better. My mind was clearer and everything. And it's difficult. It's not easy. It's not for everybody. I mean, it isn't. It's a very difficult thing to get through. So that's why I kind of understand what Limey was going through. I mean, it sucks, but yeah, and this message here, and if you guys don't know the story of Trigger Limey, I don't know much about him. I met him a little bit. I talked to him a little bit. He's one of these guys who he was going through some stuff or whatever. He hurt his back somehow, and he's been taking pills ever since. He got addicted to them, so he's been in and out of rehab and stuff like that. But he still has the back problem or whatever. And so like I tried, I tried communicating with him and stuff, but it was like on and off. I didn't really get to know him too well. I know his girlfriend online, or the person he considers to be, I guess, his girlfriend would be a lady that's across, the YouTube sphere, as a producer. Her name's Miss Mandy, and she has control over. So she's the one who's kind of brought out this information. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy. But like, if for me, the speculation ends that this is not a ploy or anything with this message. And I know a lot of people may not read into this too much, but I know people that have committed suicide. And let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something about suicide, because I don't know. I've never been in a situation where I wanted to kill myself, and I'll tell you guys why. It's not because those thoughts never entered my head. It's not because I've never had a thought like that in my life. That's not it. It's because everything that I've seen growing up, people dying in my life, people, their lives ending early and stuff like that. Seeing the devastation within the families, within my family, within the people that I care about over these deaths, has made me want to continue living no matter how hard things get, no matter how crazy things get. Because to me, life is important. We may all have our own, views on religion, on how we see things, what happens when we die, whatever. That's inconsequential to the way I see life. Because I believe that this moment here, this time, this place that I'm in right now, I'm not going to get another one. This right here, this is a gift. This is something that nobody else gets, no matter where you're at in life. No matter where you're at, no matter where you're sitting at this very moment, this moment is precious. This part of your life is precious. You should own it. You should love it. I get it. Not all of us are in places that we're going to want to be at this time. And maybe you say to yourself, fuck you, dude. You don't know what the fuck I'm going through. And to that I say, well, somebody is living a worse life than you at this moment too. And somebody may say you got nothing to complain about, even though you do. So That's why I say, if you're here, if you got breath in your lungs, if you got time to sit here and watch a YouTube video, if you got time, if you're experiencing things, even as stressed as you are, you can sit and convey with people, and you can talk to people online, and you can share with them. You're living a good life. Life is precious. That's the way you should see it. I get it. You can believe what you want, what happens afterwards, but this one right here, this life right here, you don't get another one. So no matter how hard it is, you keep going. I get it. Things get hard. Life is hard because it is precious. So you have to continue fighting for it. Our bodies, our physical bodies are meant to fight. They do it on their own. You are given breath without asking for it. Your heart beats without you asking for it. Don't stop it. Don't stop your heart because things are hard. Your heart doesn't stop. You don't stop. There are many people that I've seen that have been through this. There are many people that I've seen that have taken their life. And messages like this, messages like this were the ones that they left behind because they thought that there was no reason to try to make anybody else hurt. But before you do that, if you're hurting, if you're in pain of any kind, you're not alone. People care. You don't have to say goodbye. You're not a burden. You become a burden when you leave. When you leave this world and you decide that because you can't take it anymore, you have now burdened everybody with that pain. Don't do that. Yeah, exactly, Joey. It's exactly what I'm saying. Of course, now, and people are going to say it might be too late for him. But this is why you have to always be open to this. You're not alone. You're hurting. Whatever you're going through, you're not alone. No matter how lonely you think you are, you're not. Don't forget that your body keeps you alive without you asking, because that's what we're meant to do. From the moment we're born, from the moment we're created, our body tells us that we have to be alive. That's our nature. Don't deny your nature. That's who you are. Stay alive. Like I said, it's hard. It's difficult. Life is difficult. It's never going to be easy. You might be riding a roller coaster and you might be flying high, and you never know when things are going to fall off. But it's not about that, because life isn't like that. We're we're so fragile. We like to pretend that we're like these you know unstoppable things or whatever, but we're fragile. We're really fragile. Outside of our protection, we're really, really fragile. Our life is very precious. Okay. Thank you, dear man. I understand, GMK. I understand this is a very heavy subject. And for those of you that have come in here, I appreciate everybody that has showed up to this point. I wasn't expecting to talk about this by any means. I just got this information right now. And listen, anytime I get a chance to talk about suicide, I like to talk about it, even though, YouTube gods and other people may say, hey, like it's a tough subject or whatever like that. Let me tell you something. It's a tough subject when you have three people that you care about die because they killed themselves. It is not easy on the people that have to deal with it later. It's not easy. So that I say, for the people who are hearing me because they know this story and because they've have things like this in their head, stop. There are people who care about you. Reach out. There are many things. There are suicide hotlines. There are different things that you can do to help yourself out. Reach out. If you're in pain, reach out. Please. Life is too precious. Okay. 1 second, dear man. What? What's this? Um, Dermot, did you give me a timestamp on something you wanted to put out? Because that's a 5 hour stream, dude. I hope so. Well, I hope so, man. I'm not like, dude. Like I said, I don't run away from the subject. I've seen too much pain that comes from people who hurt themselves in that way. I really hope somebody heeds my message, because I'll tell you right now, man, my life has not been easy. My life has not been easy. My life has been, and I'm still like, see, it hasn't. I'm not like fucking like living fucking life up to the fullest or anything. Like, like it's still hard. I'm still working. But one thing I will never, ever, ever do is kill myself. Never. It's not gonna happen, because it's not worth it. Life, life is worth it. Life is worth it, man. I mean, you really got to be in a really fucked situation. I mean, I was born in the United States. I have every opportunity at my feet, and I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I'm not gonna let that go to waste. No way. If you live in any of the first world countries, thank your lucky stars that you're in the first. Thank your lucky stars that you're on YouTube and you can hear some idiot talk about something that you mildly care about. Thank your lucky stars, because not a lot of people get that opportunity. So I hope that people do heed the message. I really do. I'm not even trying to be bleak about it. I just don't. I don't wish for anybody to take their life. GMK, dude, you're fucking awesome, bro. I'm actually happy that you're back. I've kind of missed you. I'm not even gonna lie. Seeing your GMK not around has kind of made me kind of feel weird about it, because I didn't know where you were at, man. Oh, I appreciate you, Joey, man. That's cool. What? Oh, wait, okay, because I'm confused, dear man. Oh, okay. All right, I see you. But I'm doing this in real time, right, dear man? I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. You do understand that I'm here live, right? uh, okay. So, okay. And I do want to play it, dear man. Dang it. The fuck? Okay, thank you. I think I see what you're talking about. I'm getting there, but I'm trying not to ignore the. I'm not trying to ignore the people who are on the actual live because hey guys, you guys are here with me too. Yeah, exactly, exactly, Jim K. And that's the point that I'm trying to make too. Like this is why I say you're not alone. When I say that and I hope everybody understands when I say you're not alone in those thoughts. I mean, we all have those thoughts, right? Where we just want to check out because it's like shit's just getting it's just too much. It's just too much. And I get that. I absolutely get that. But it's never too much. It's never too much. And I give the example of your heart. I give the example of your lungs. They won't stop. Even when you attempt to stop them, they will not stop. It is inherent in our nature to want to keep going. It is in us. We are survivors. We are meant to survive. This is why humans have gone as far as they have is because we're meant to survive. You checking out is going against that nature. I understand that we are emotional creatures. We are the only ones that are self-aware on this planet that we know of, right? Um, or that are cognitive. I don't know the exact terminology. Forgive me for that. Okay, thank you, dear mid. Well, I say if it isn't where like your body's failing, then you should always choose life. Always choose life. Always choose to live. Always choose to live. Don't ever quit on yourself. I mean, sometimes we feel like the worst has come upon us and that we'll never be able to get out of it. And unless you test that, unless you actually test that, you'll never find out. So I say always choose to live. Always move forward no matter how bad things get. I mean, like I said, the only thing I can tell you is if unless it's physical, unless you're actually like your body's breaking down on you and there's nothing you can do. My grandfather, my grandfather, he was told every day he couldn't walk. He walked on a bad hip because he would not believe a doctor tell him that he couldn't walk because he said, I can still walk, I can still stand, and I can still walk. My grandpa was he had movement, he had things to do to his last dying breath. He still had things on his schedule. He left things behind, but because the man would not stop. He had energy in him to the moment that he died, and even that was a kind of a mystery to us because we were like, how that? But it turns out it was COVID. And fuck. But oh well, you know. But that's what I mean. Like you don't stop. Hang on. Let me see here. Why does my Discord keep doing that? Come on, Discord. Oh, great. Now all my pages have gone blank. Wonderful. Come on, guys. Come on. There you go. There you go. Okay. Now we can do this. It's gonna go through here. Ah, jeez. Okay. So, dear mid sent me this. So let's see.
Now, the other one I've got to talk to you about is because there's something that has annoyed me. Someone is attempting to grift people over the Christmas period and make them feel sorry for them.
Uh-huh.
And it's someone who's been a friend to this channel. It's Triggered Limey. And I'm not okay with it. I'm really not. You can't do what he's doing. It's absolute bullshit. He's done a live stream today and he's set up this GoFundMe. And
Hey,
it's
Gammon.
bullshit. It really is. I will go through it with you. Hi, my name is Adams. I also go by the Triggered Limey on YouTube. A couple of years ago, as a 40-year-old man, I had to move back in with my retired mum. She's my full-time carer. I have EUPD and 2 prolapse discs, L4 to S1, leaving my L5 and S1 vertebrae cutting into my nerve root. Because of my physical and mental health, I live in constant pain. It honestly seems that the pain is battling with my mental health to see which one can keep me in bed all day. Okay, nothing wrong there.
Okay.
I've been signed off work for many years now. I make a little bit from YouTube and get disability benefits, but I struggle to make it through each month.
Hey, Amy.
The situation is as follows. My mum and I live in a holiday park. It closes every year from the 15th of January to the 31st of March. I've been lucky before and have had places to stay. However, this time around, I have nowhere to go. I've been trying to get assistance from the council and housing assistance for my area. No luck there. This is where we start to get a problem.
Why?
That's a lie.
How do you know?
That is an absolute, total, 100% lie.
How do you know?
Now, the holiday park he lives in probably does close from the 15th of Jan until the 31st of March. You can't stay there. This is done because it's not zoned for the US people as permanent accommodation. It's only meant for holiday stays. So there are a couple of months a year where you literally cannot stay there. They have to close. The bit that there's a problem is when he says he's been trying to get assistance from the council. There's a problem.
Why? Why is that a problem?
Under UK law, because he is on disability, he is considered a vulnerable adult. The council can't change their mind, can't do anything. They have to provide him accommodation.
Okay. What? Okay. That is that speculation? What the fuck? What do you mean? Hold on. And I'm glad it started buffering right there because I'm a little bit. I don't get this. I don't get this. I don't get this at all. Like, what do you care, Dan? What the fuck do you care? Why are you making it seem like this guy's doing a grift? Like, what the fuck do you? Why do you care? I don't understand this bullshit. I don't understand this kind of bullshit. He set up a GoFundMe. He's literally setting up a cup for people to put change in it. If people want to do that, it's on them. Why do you care whether his situation is good or not? How is that a grift? Why do you even care, Dan? I don't, you know what? This is the type of shit. Look, I get it. There are people out there that take advantage of people. There are people out there like Kaiser who say things like, I was in the military, so send me money because I'll send things to vets or whatever. I get that. That's terrible. That should stop. But when a guy is putting out there, he is literally talking about things that people would not. First of all, his post is not going to be looked on favorably. Okay, it's not going to be looked on favorably already. You don't need to go on a big old fucking live and do it. Okay, it's not going to look favorably. I'm sure that it wasn't easy for him to put that out there. I'm sure that the man had his own fucking shame having to put that up there. I know. Firsthand experience. I know. Because it isn't easy to ask for help. Now, I don't know his situation with his family. Fortunately, I have people who support me and care about me to get me out of my situation. Luckily for me, there were people who were there to take care of me and care for me. But what is this shit that, oh, the UK has no wiggle room? What do you know about the UK system? You don't work for them, Dan. You don't know what kind of backlog they have of people. You don't know if he even went to go ask for help and they turned him away. You don't know any of that. You're speculating. And when you speak the way you speak, you make it seem like he's actually doing something bad. The man is reaching out for help. The least you can do is shut the fuck up about it. Why would you get in the man's business? Is he taking money out of your pocket? Does he do anything to your fucking show? I don't get that. I don't get that. He's asking for help. It's not the best look. It's not the best look. But he has physical problems with himself. Whether they're true or not, I don't know. That's for other people to suss out. The people who are going to help him, that's for them to suss out. If they're going to give him money because they believe him, then when he gets better, they could ask him, hey, Trigger, tell me what's going on with you. Why was your back hurt and stuff like that? If it doesn't suss out, then let them suss it out. The people who give him money, not you, Dan. You're not a fucking doctor. You're not a government official. You're not a lawyer. You're nothing but a fucking old piece of shit man who's fucking grumpy as fuck trying to get YouTube money and jerking off to his fucking virtual wife. Shut the fuck up. When are you going to learn that lesson, Dan? When are you going to learn to just shut the fuck up, man? God, it just, I don't get this. Do you fucking wake up just looking for something to hate on, Dan? Do you just wake up and feel like, fuck, I haven't fucking, my Welshness has not fucking, it hasn't fallen off of me. That's fucking shame that I have. I have to put it on other people. Get out of people's pockets, man. You're just like fucking Kaiser. You're exactly like him. You're lucky that we can't suss out the fucking UK, and I won't. You want to know why? Because I don't give a fuck about what happens in the UK, motherfucker. Stop looking at us. And then the other thing, too, is that we don't know if you're stolen valor. We don't know about all the fucking lies you've said because we don't give a shit about you. This bullshit right here, this bullshit drove a man to his edge. Now, do I agree that Trigger should have done what he done? No. But you helping out the situation by calling him out and calling him a grifter because the man's reaching out for fucking help is bullshit, man. Look, I understand. I really do. I understand. It's never a good look to be a grown man and ask for help. It's never a good look. But you know what? That's the first step in getting better. You got to realize that sometimes you need help. And yeah, asking for help is the hardest part. But if you're true about it, if you're being honest and you want the help because you want to get out of the situation, not only will people help you because there are kind, generous people out there who will, but if you do it in the honest way, not only will you get yourself out of it, but you'll be able to stand on your 2 feet and be able to give back when it's time to give back. Some people won't ask for the money back, but if you pay it forward, then it's a great thing. It's a great thing for people. I fucking don't get this shit. He's not doing nothing to you, Dan. He's not hurting you. It doesn't hurt your pocket. Stop acting like you're the authority for some sort of fucking community that doesn't fucking exist, because it doesn't. You live in your own fucking world, and calling somebody out that was a friend to you is not only fucked up, but it shows to your character. Fuck. Yeah, exactly, Joey. Exactly. And I really fucking... Yeah, I definitely will. Look, for somebody who asked for help once and is still not out of the woods as far as like me asking for help, it's not easy to ask for help. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing. It's not a good look. People look at you a certain type of way, but the only thing you can do is, strap yourself up and be ready, because there will be judgment that comes your way. There will be criticism that comes your way. You got to be strong, because if your intention is to get out of your situation because you don't want to be in it, then you take the help and you get yourself out of it. You take the help and you get yourself out of it. Don't get yourself into a deeper hole by just making it a quick little Band-Aid or something. No. If you're out there looking for help, and this is for all the people, not the people like Dan who are just looking to criticize and looking to point the finger and say, I'm better than you, because nobody there. I want everybody to understand one thing, okay? There is no such thing as a life that's better than yours, okay? If you believe in that, none of people like this will ever get to you. So just remember that. Tell yourself that every day. There is no such thing than a life that's better than mine, because there isn't. Your life is precious. Your life is important, and your happiness is important. So if that means you have to ask people for help, ask for help. It's fine. Asking for help is not a problem. But be honest. Be honest about it. Be honest about what you're going to use that money for. Be honest with yourself that you're going to use it to get out of your situation. Don't use that to make yourself get through another day. Use it for the long run. Figure out what's wrong and fix it. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Asking for help is a part of what we do. That's why we come together. Sometimes people will help you and say, it's fine. And you don't have to pay that person back. But never forget that you had that help. And then when you get the chance, you give it back. That's how we continue this. We don't need governments. We don't need governments for that. We hope and wish that the government will work for us that way, but we don't need that. We can take care of each other, your neighbors, the people that are close to you. You can do that. I don't know what Sugar Limey was going through. I really don't know. It's sad. I hope he gets out of it. But shit like this, that fucking people like Welsh News Network, this is disgusting shit. This is the shit people should not stand for. People like Dan, people like Kaiser, people who take advantage of people and then say and point the finger and say, those people right there, we're better than them. You're no better than anybody, you motherfucker. You're no better than anybody. You calling out a man for asking for help, calling him a grifter, and then speculating on the shit? Speculating on what he's done. You don't know what he did. You don't know what he went to go look for. You don't know the type of help he asked for. It's not easy to do something like that. He's reaching out to the people who like him, who he knows could probably help him. It's difficult. It's difficult to show people good intention. It's very hard. I get that. But you got to give people a chance. You got to give them grace. There are things that I will never understand. And maybe someday I will, and I hope things get right with the world. But people following people like Dan from Welsh News Network or Kaiser, I don't get that. I'm never gonna get it. Maybe it's because, us right here, we're the minority. People who think with their brains, people who love with their heart. Maybe there's few of us now. I really don't want to believe that. Um, I'm sorry if kind of caught you guys off guard on a Friday with this stuff, but yeah, I was caught off guard with this stuff. So I hope this was informative. If you need help, please, if you're having suicidal thoughts, call the National Suicidal Hotline, or call your local suicide, networks. They're there. They're there for a reason. They're not there just to look pretty. Give them a call if you need them. As a matter of fact, let me get the exact. I'm gonna Google it right now, and I'll give you guys the exact number to call. Okay, so just so everybody knows, if you live in the United States and you need the National Suicide Hotline, just gotta dial 988 on your phone. Okay, dial 988 on your phone, and that should get you to the National Suicide Hotline that's here in the United States. I'm sure if you live in Canada, if you live in Mexico, and any other country that you live in, I'm sure your country has probably set up. If you live in a first world country, it has set up a suicidal hotline. Please reach out. You are not alone. You're not alone. Life is precious. Always choose life before you do anything. I promise you that there will be somebody who wants you here. Thank you, Puffy. I'm gonna leave you guys on that. I hope you guys understand that life isn't easy. It might even get harder, but you don't quit. Don't give up. You made it this far. You got a right to keep going. Don't let anybody tell you different. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.